everybody, once again, and welcome. I think we said this on a previous, alluded to it on a previous pod, that I kind of believe that we've getting this far and actually stuck with it because, like, you know, especially me, you know what I'm like with my ideas. Like, I'll go with one thing and then just like, move on to something new. I'm not even going to ask you how you are doing because we're recording 2 pods back to back.
Yeah. Oh, so look, I've got changed so they thought it was a different week.
Rachel put a scarf on. She's been different for
you can still tell it's the same pod because she's crying in the corner.
Well.
And Chris isn't here.
Yeah.
Chris isn't here again.
Chris is poorly.
He's not poorly.
No, he's not poorly.
No,
I thought he was poorly.
I just got totally mixed up. He's not poorly. He's got a load of... Chris, I'll give him a little plug here. He runs Cruster Printing Embroidery, and he is currently printing some band merch, and he's got a massive order on, so...
Disclaimer, other printing and embroidery services are available, but aren't as good as Chris's.
So... We've been waiting for this one for a long time. We have the brilliant Matty Rayson, our good friend here in the studio. How we doing, Matty?
Yeah, I'm good. I've come on to clear my name about a couple of things, which I'm sure will come up.
Yeah. So just a bit of context. Matty is one part WrongSince81, and we had Kieran on the pod a few weeks back.
Yeah.
And we also did a Room 101 with Ollie Armstrong, who is a good friend of Matty and Kieran.
Yes.
But he actually put
Yes, he did.
In a nice way, though.
In a funny way. He wanted to just sat on the couch with preachy vegans and shit.
Yeah. But we didn't know it was going to be nice until he'd got to the point.
Yeah.
I was like,
he went, WrongSince81. I went, oh my God, I thought they were friends.
Yeah, he should have sort of said, like, a bit of forewarning, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, he kept it all to himself, to be fair.
Did,
we were like, what?
We were like, ooh, bitches.
Oh, here we
the
go.
Reaction, everyone
this
goes,
could go wrong.
hang on a minute. You guys have been sharing a bill for the past 2 shows. You got another one coming on.
So, yeah, Matty, not only a great musician, a good friend of ours, part of WrongSince81, you also do a lot of comedy stuff as well, which we'll get onto. But just to get started, we'll just maybe take it right back to the start. How did you get into music and stuff like that? And how did you end up playing out in the pubs and clubs and venues?
So for me, I mean, always been from a musical family. We've always done stuff like school shows and stuff like that. But when I was 17, for some reason, I decided to like go back to the guitar. I played guitar when I was in like year 1, like learning like.
So you went right back.
G and all that. But obviously I'm fingerly challenged, so it was always a bit of an issue. But yeah, so
fingerly challenged. I've never
challenged. Yeah.
I mean, you feel free to feel free
not
to
a disability.
Feel free to talk about that if you want. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but feel free to talk about it and like the challenges what you've had when being a musician.
It's just my secret is I don't do anything that I don't know. That's what I do. So because it's fun because you'll be up there, you'll do a gig, and first song, I can see people have noticed, and they're going, he's got 2 fingers. No. And then, so I'm like, yeah, it's good because, and then I used to do a cover of 2 Fingers by Jake Bug to sort of break the ice. But that all started because me mum was like, oh yeah, Jake Bug does a song called 2 Fingers. You should learn it. It could be your theme tune. I was like, wow. Melanie, that's not on. So for the year and a bit when I did that, I always used to intro it as so my mum said this should be my theme tune, which is rich coming from her since it's her fault. and then used to go like, don't drink when you're pregnant, guys, don't. And then I carried that patter on when I was at Sunderland Uni, and I did a gig in uni, and I said, oh, don't drink when you're pregnant, and everyone went, oh. I was like, oh shit, this is Sunderland, they actually do that here. So I stopped doing that. But then I was the way I started though was passed me driving test. It was just like doing school shows, and then I came across Den Dillon, who ran the Buskers Northeast page on Facebook, and I went to the Avalon and smashed it, obviously. No, I did 3 songs, and before my last one, because I was like 17, I said, "All right, this is my last one, then I got to go because I've got school in the morning," which got a massive laugh for some reason. I didn't mean to be funny, and from there I just like go on with the whole like going to buskers night, because I've always sort of been like, oh, I don't want to busk, I don't want to get cold by the side of the street and do that sort of thing, but I just love a buskers night.
Yeah,
because you can go, you're in front of, you know, a crowd who don't care if you shit. They don't care if you mess up, and 9 times out of 10 you get a free pint out of it at the end. So it's like you don't really have to worry. You can go and try out some new stuff, and then from there I've started gigging again after COVID, and yeah.
So obviously you are part of WrongSince81 now with our good friend Kieran. How did you meet Kieran? Because to be honest, it's your sense of humour and Kieran's sense of humour just shouldn't go together, but do.
Yeah. No, it's funny, 'cause, like when you get to know him, Kieran has got as dark a sense of humour as me. I'd publicly out him with that. No, the way it worked was so there was a night in Blythe at the Sports and Social Club, and it was phenomenal. Like what I used to do was I used to gig Friday, Saturday, and then I'd go and just have a drink on the Sunday. Yeah. Not really bother about getting up, because it's just nice to listen and drink Guinness. And then Kieran came and he did 3 songs. Can't remember the first 2, but one of the ones he did was a song called Michael. And I was like, fuck me,
it's a great song.
A great song. Yeah. That is absolutely phenomenal. And then the next week he went to another buskers, and I was like, play that Michael song. I loved it, and we just bonded, really. Became good friends. I said, send me the lyrics, because I really want to cover Michael. And he said, well, I'm going to record it in the studio if you want to come and have a listen and just spread something on it, things like that. So we went to Harbour Master in South Shields, and he was like, right, I want you to play guitar on it. So I played guitar, and then we thought, well, hang on, let's do a harmony. And then he said, right, I want you to sing this bit. And then it just, so it's on, when you download it, it's Michael by WrongSince81 featuring Matty Rayson. But now it's just like, after, there was a point in it where I asked Kieran if I could tell this story. There was a moment where we sort of knew that it was going well, and we thought that this was going to be the way it went from now on, when they were putting the bass on it, and me and Kieran just looked at each other and went, is this Postman Pat? So now every time we hear the recorded version of Michael, I just
don't spoil.
Yeah, no, don't
sing Postman Pat to him in his ear really softly. And he's like, no, just don't. But yeah, and then from that we were like, this is class. Let's do more of it.
That's great, that, man. It's like, it's just a bit, I think, once again, I think we've alluded to it on a previous pod. It's great how buskers nights bring people together like that.
Yeah,
and people end up working together, and then it ends up in projects like what yous have done. And like, we rate you highly, like we have you completely here quite a lot. And it's like, it's not just because we rate the music highly, it's also because it's like, it's like I'm my friends coming.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Like, there's one compliment. That's going to be it.
I can't remember who said it on a past pod, because I'm a listener, big fan. And someone,
the only listener.
I am your listener.
I only listen to the ones that I'm mentioned in though. So I think that's 2. I get slated in that bloody WrongSince81 one. But anyway,
well, you should have been here. You're going to get slated in this one later on. We've got issues.
Yeah, we've got issues to talk about.
I can see pizza underlined, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I forgot what I was saying now. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I do not mind coming to a buskers by myself.
Yeah.
I'll get in the car and I'll just drive somewhere, and just like, cause you'll see people that you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I saw you on Tuesday at another buskers night, blah 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 blah, and it's just like a happy family. I think I see some of them more than I see my own girlfriend. So it's it's like being at work.
When I had the Archers next door, like Chris was like, should we do a buskers? I was like, no, I don't want to do it. I was like, because there's some buskers around which, like, I don't know, but like, just whenever I'd been to them, like, I didn't really feel like you were like welcome.
It's very clicky
or comfortable.
sometimes,
Yeah, very
isn't it?
clicky. Right. Yeah.
That's why I used to keep away, even though I
totally.
loved the music and wanted to like listen to new people, because of the clickiness. I just didn't have time for it. But yeah, if you make something that's different to that, it's quite special, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. It's like probably one of the best decisions that we've made, especially for like bringing it through into Alfie's and that, because it's just the community there, and just like the amount of like support what the artists get from
Other artists,
and from the customers who come in and just enjoy the music, and also the support that these people who come to the venue give to the venue as well. We need it. We need it. We're a small independent music venue where, from a music point of view, small. I've said this before as well. Small capacity, free entry, original music. The business plan's fucked basically, but for some reason in here. It works.
It works.
It works. We tried it and it works. And it's because of people like Matty and people like Lyndon and especially you, John, who comes in to do the buskers and helps book the bands and stuff. It builds that community. It's like a support network for the artists who come in.
I think it's the environment as well, though. If you create a lovely environment, people now don't care as much about originals.
Yeah.
No, I mean, as in, they'll sit and listen to them.
Yeah.
In my pub set, I think I did Michael once for a laugh because Kieran was there, but like I wouldn't dream of doing any originals in a pub set.
Yeah.
But when you come across someone who's sat there and they're like, right, this is one I wrote, I think it's. People are like, oh, play someone we know. You don't get that as much anymore.
I think in here, especially, when someone says I'm going to do one of my own now, people like sit up and listen. You know, like listen. It's the complete opposite.
Because they're sick of hearing like Mr. Brightside and all that.
That's in my pub set.
I have 3 band songs in my pub set. Wonderwall, obviously. Mr. Brightside, and controversially, Happy Birthday, because there's
always a birthday. There's always someone in his birthday. There's always.
It's Lynn's 50th birthday.
Why will you sing Happy
Birthday? Nah, fuck off. No.
I've
got a set list. I've got a set list that I need to go by.
That's classic racing, isn't it? Yeah. No, fuck off.
No, it's just like, oh, well done. I've got a birthday sometime this year. Proud of you, mate.
It is classic racing. Another, he did a gig in the Millburn, and he goes, this song's called Pony, and who's it actually by?
Genuine.
Yeah, right. So, and it's basically about like sex, shagging, and
one of the lyrics is, sitting here flossing, peeping your steelo. Just once, if I had the chance, the things I would do to you.
Yeah,
you and your body, every single portion, shivers up and down your spine, fluids flowing down your thigh.
Oh
and
dear.
if that's not something
because it's called Pony, right? So I'm in the pub watching him, right? And his mum and his sister were there, right? And who else was there from your family? Your family, your mum and dad and your sister were there, weren't they? And then Jess, who sometimes sings in here, she'll have been 14 at the time. He goes, my next song's called Pony. Jess, it's about horses. And then he goes, I want to dedicate this one to me
mum
mum
and dad.
and dad.
Mum and dad.
And then sang this like song, which
And then,
is
but the funny thing was, 'cause
completely inappropriate.
That was when, but that's just the humour in it.
No, but
And-
his fucking mum was sat singing along to it.
Oh,
Singing,
like-
she knew all the words, man.
Kieran said he was like, I thought it was gonna be really disgusting, like you singing that with your parents. But what was more disgusting was your mum and dad singing every
Yeah,
word.
every word. So like Daniel sitting there
s-
and pony, get on it.
Someone once,
Come out, crop that bit out and stick, and John singing and dancing to that tune, was added on the clips.
someone said to me once when I got booked for a gig when I was like 20, and they were like, so the only reason why we booked you is because we like that pony song that you do.
The only reason. Thanks
I was
for
like,
that.
cheers, mate. I mean, I was riding the wave of like 2 Fingers and Pony. that was what I was going down.
There's another one he did in that pub on your fingers. He went, I've only just learned this next song, so if I fuck it up, it's because I've only got 6
Yeah, yeah.
fingers.
So if you laugh,
So if you laugh,
you're laughing at a
you're
little
a
disabled boy.
little disabled boy on stage.
It's not true though. I'm not disabled. I don't get paid for it. So I'm not disabled. Are you allowed? Yeah.
Anyways, absolutely class. And like, obviously, you're a very, very funny person, right? Like, I mean,
I know my cheeks are hurting.
so like, you also run comedy nights and comedy events, don't you? So tell us a little bit about that, because I was intrigued when I found out that you did that.
So firstly, that was an incredible segue
course,
into comedy.
I'm used to it now, man.
Yeah, pro. Better than Lime Tree or whatever they call it.
Lyndon's in the background from Lime Tree
Yeah.
podcast.
Don't say that, he'll mix you terribly when you're doing your song.
That's fine. We only do decent studio, so it's fine.
You wait,
So comedy. So at uni, I did broadcast media production because didn't want to get anywhere, particularly in life. And we for our final, that's how I met my best mate Luke Jones, and we realised that we were very similar in comedy. We both like Gervais, we both like Partridge and things like that. And for our final project, we got together and we did a sitcom called Mike Live. Very boring. I watched it a couple of months back and I thought, oh, that's student, that. That's really student. But what it gave her, apart from a 2-1, brag, what it gave her was this, like, we could do this. There's no media jobs anywhere in the northeast. It's all Salford, Birmingham and Glasgow, essentially. So we thought, let's give it a go ourselves. So we came up with a name. We wanted something like Brenty or Partridge-y to do it. Couldn't think of anything, so I said, right, look, I've got 6 fingers. When I met him, he was obsessed with his fringe, right? He'd always be like doing this. And then it was great where we'd have a conversation and I'd just start looking at his hair while talking to him. And he'd be like, no, I know what you're doing. And he'd crack out his phone and then he'd start doing it. So I was like, I've got 6 fingers. You've got a shit fringe. We'll call it Fingers and Fringe for now.
Class.
Got jackets made, so then that was
That's
it.
it, confirmed.
then.
It's a
Innit?
done
Yeah.
deal then, isn't it?
It's like in stone that. And then we started doing like all these little cool concepts. So we had an idea where we had Ainsley Harriott teaching comedians how to cook. So we met his agent in London, and they were like, the best thing to do is to get Ainsley up to Newcastle so you can do a pilot. So that was really fun. He came.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No
But the
way.
fun thing is, so you know what you were saying about.
Did you get
changing
free travel
clothes?
lodge?
Why?
Oh, no, it's the other guy, innit? What's the other guy called? Oh, fuck. Lenny Henry. Oh, hey.
Ainsley Harriot's a chef.
Shall I go from?
Did he come all that way?
It's there.
Oh, I've got tears
He
in my
thought
eyes,
he was
man.
being so funny as well.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah,
Did you get free travel lodge? It's Premier Jeremy, or something, innit? Fucking idiot.
I will cut that out.
You can always rely on a travel lodge.
Yeah.
Right, we're not going to talk about that again. Right, I'm going to clap my name. We're going to go from did he
come up? Did he come up? Just like,
Right.
did he come up?
Did you get free?
Oh, fuck off!
Oh, God. It was just how confident you were it was going to get a laugh.
Yeah, it was. It was because you were like expect the laugh, and
There was
everyone
a
just went.
silence as well.
Fuck! Right, okay, let's go
I'm
again.
not gonna say anything.
I don't know how I'm going to come back from that one. Right, okay.
So he come up. He came.
Yeah. So he fucking hell, man, Rachel.
Right, let's go again. No more.
Quickly.
Right, ready?
I'm good, me. I'm good to go, me.
It's just when you clap.
I'm not clapping anymore. You clap. Prick.
How can I clap?
Oh, my stomach's killing.
Right,
Do
okay,
you think
everybody.
else is in the clapping because it's just making us laugh? Can you go?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Think sad things.
Yeah. So he came up.
Yeah, so he came up to Gosforth, and we... No, it's what you guys were saying about... Oh, fucking hell. I look at she's crying.
Honestly,
She's in tears, man.
So did he come up?
Yeah, so he came up to Gosforth, and we did the pilot. It's what was making me laugh when you guys were like, oh, I've changed my clothes and stuff like that. Just
You're fucking gone.
oh, God.
Right.
I was doing so well.
Breathe. Breathe.
I'm not laughing at you because you're fucking laughing.
Breathe.
I'm trying so
Right,
hard.
okay, now, here we go.
So did he come up?
Yeah, so he came up to Gosforth. We basically... Oh, fucking hell.
It's fucking you again. I can feel you, God.
Take a 2-minute break. 2-minute break.
So we came up and we did the pilot. We had 5 comedians cook with him, but we're really clever, so we know what you guys were saying about changing clothes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, can he bring 5 shirts? So when you watch the like the show reel that we did, it looks like we've done like a full set of
Loads of them.
yeah.
Very clever.
That's what we need to do, man.
different
Yeah.
But
We can wardrobe in.
Oh, yeah.
and then he got and then he went home, and we never saw him again because it the whole hello Jill thing happened at that point, and then he's massive in Australia, and then COVID happened. So
Oh, that's really sad because it
Couldn't
sounds like
do
it would
anything.
be
Yeah.
unreal.
Yeah.
but
So how do these things work though? Do you just get in touch with them and they come up? Do you pay for them to come up, or
so the only thing that we paid for was we paid for his car. He got the train in. We paid for the car to come pick him up, and then he obviously got the car back, train, and then home. But from there, after COVID, we thought this is bonkers. This, because we did loads of lockdown stuff because we'd done shows at the Stand before. We did a show called It's Your Own Time You're Wasting, where comedians would come on and they'd have to give a lecture about their chosen subject, and then they would pick the audience would pick their winner. And just little things like that. Told a producer at Comedy Central about that. And then suddenly on the TV, on Days,
Similar.
similar concept called Comedians Giving Lectures. Really original name. Fuck you.
Is that what they call it? Comedians giving lectures?
And so we never did that again. But then during COVID, we did like lockdown content where we had people like Paul Sinner, Johnny Vegas, Marcus Brigstock, all these people who everyone's like, oh, they're massive names. They're all sat in the house doing nothing because of COVID. So I remember hearing Paul Sinner say, yeah, but you know, it's funny because people have worked with loads of people, but it's all because of COVID. And I was like, oh, shit, there goes me Johnny Vegas plug. You know what I mean? But
surely it's still a bit of like a coup for you to get
Johnny
Vegas to come and do one of your online shows.
It was really good. It was called Gin-Interesting Conversations, where we had Matt Reid, comedian who's renowned for loving gin, and they all had like their chosen gin.
Matt Reid's from around here, isn't
he?
Yeah, he's great. I've seen him at the stand.
I do a really good impression of him.
Yeah.
He's like big into his crowd work. He's like really good at working the crowd. So it's like, what do you do? And then they'll go, oh, I work in a bank, and you'll go, right, what's your favourite coin? just horrible shit like that. But like, no one does it as well as Matt. Like, people try and sort of
copy that style,
but like,
we
Matt's
watched
the
his
king
full
of it.
show where we just totally went off script for the like hour, and it was so much better. And he did similar things to that.
It's just like I just love him. But so Johnny Vegas, his choice of drink on a gin program was vodka and tropical Lucozade.
Oh, wow.
I don't mind telling you that because he told everyone on the thing.
I thought it might be like a pint of Guinness with a top of gin in it, like something like that.
But
gin's made from vodka, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, made from vodka from the same process from potatoes.
Potatoes.
So there you go. So he wasn't wrong.
That's true. But yeah. So from there we were like, we want to do more live comedy and sort of set the media aside. So we had this idea of putting a show on at Redworth Hall, outside where they were doing like the drive-in cinema stuff. For some reason that fell through because I think the lockdown stuff changed, and me and Luke went, right, fuck it, we're gonna do it at a basketball arena instead. So we had we got in touch with the Eagles
because they've got a new arena, haven't they? Yeah,
and we had this idea, and it was 6,000 seats, and we were gonna do it. We had the acts booked, and then I think we both turned around and said, "This is a stupid idea. We're not gonna fill anything. It's not gonna work." So we downscaled it. Is that the word? Is that a word?
Yeah.
It is now. And we did it at the Tyne Theatre.
Still a few seats, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm always very negative about it all, and we got 900 people in.
That's really good.
And ever since then, I've been really positive about it all. So that was good. From there, we've just slowly amped up all the live stuff. So we did a Fringe show. That then went on tour. I could have stopped at the Fringe show, because if you say to any comedy fan, what do you want to do, and that's put a show on at the Fringe, like, it was just absolutely incredible. And then to like just tour it around.
So how do you go with getting the show at the Fringe? Do the people who run that event see what you're doing and contact you, or do you have to put it forward to them? Or?
So we so Luke's the mastermind behind it all. So Luke basically said to me, I've found a concept, like I've found, they're called Very British Problems. So they're massive on Twitter. Used to have a Channel 4 sitcom, but they are books essentially. And he's a guy called Rob Temple, and Luke.
Is Rob Temple the hypnotist guy?
No, they're two separate people.
Same name, though, isn't it?
In my phone, he's down as Rob Temple, in brackets, not the hypnotist.
All right, I don't want to get any more people mixed up with it.
So then what happened was was Luke says we've got this idea on board, and it's going to work really good as a live show. So I then come in with who I think should be on it, and we both sort of brainstorm on that. And then we thought, let's do it at the Fringe. So you get in touch with the Fringe, who are known to be bastards. Right?
Oh,
They're just,
but you never working there again.
Yeah, what I mean by that is it's just incredibly hard for a comedian to do anything at the Fringe. And we only did half, no, not even half of it. I think we did the last 2 weeks. Oh yeah, that's half of it. I suppose it's a month in. I don't know. I can't count my fingers, can I, John?
No.
But no, yeah, so, but I loved it. We were there for the first show, and it was just like seeing a packed room and like having me face on a lanyard with like with Fringe on it. It was just mental. And then we thought, well, this could tour. So we're there at like Frog and Bucket in Manchester, which is like one of the biggest like comedy clubs ever. I was just sort of stood on the stage looking at the logo, and I was like, oh yeah, this is big time, this. And then we like the theatre show has now become a bit of a, I don't want to use the word franchise, just like a show in itself. Yeah. So we're doing it in. So we've done the Newcastle one. This year we did one in York. Got a Newcastle one coming up as well. Buy tickets. 30th of November. I'll plug it later. Yeah. Shameless plug, in the words of you. And then we've got a couple more coming up in other cities that I'm not allowed. Luke would actually kill us, but we've got one in Harrogate coming up next year. Nice one. And yeah, so it's just like it's getting bigger and bigger. And it's just fun.
Yeah. Is this something what you want to carry on as a career?
Yeah, I mean, 100%.
Because it seems like you've made pretty good inroads so far to making that happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing that I find the hardest is establishing that connection.
I know exactly how that feels, because what we had to do is, of course, Fest year one, we had like kind of like persuade the agents that what we were doing was something that would be enough to like hold these kind of artists and stuff like that. It was so hard to get the lineup sorted, but this year it's completely different. We've just got loads of like agents coming to us and going, oh, I heard it went well, this, that and the other. I mean, everyone's really expensive. Like all the artists are really expensive, but we are getting offered artists which we would never have got them in our first year, never ever. But what we need to do now is, as I keep saying, get the money together to be able to pay for them. But our lineup's really strong for year two already, but we do want to make it bigger and better, and we won't be able to do that. We wouldn't have been able to do that had we not been able to get through a first year, you know. So you said at the start of this pod that you wanted to like kind of avenge something with our Room 101, because you're not able to. Ollie Armstrong put WrongSince81 in Room 101.
I don't mind it. It was a good idea, because I have a really, I don't have the patience for a lot of things. Okay. I get annoyed really easily. So that would be really funny, because it would be Kieran just laughing, and I'd be like, but what even is it? just why? But no, it's just really quickly. I just needed to put something in Room 101.
Go for it, man. Go for it. Tell us all about it.
I know what this is going to be. We've spoken about it in the past.
I know, but I don't care.
This is something that I could rant about till the frigging cows come home. Really.
We've only got 12 minutes.
I know. I'm not going to. It's Matty's, but I just want to put it out there that I 100% support him in this.
It's people who wear dry robes at Tynemouth Market. or in any capacity that's not involving sea swimming. Why are you doing it?
Did you make that Instagram page?
What Instagram
page?
Oh, it was totally him.
Is there?
What? No.
I haven't seen it. I want to see it.
I felt really creepy.
What's it called?
It was like
dry rope wankers or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, it's like it's just annoying. Like, I was at Tynemouth Market at the weekend, and I was sending, ever since Pizzagate, there's been a group chat called 3 and a quarter. I don't know,
yeah, 3 quarters.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Maths in it. Georgia was like, "Why? It's a bit creepy that you're taking pictures of people." I just don't wear a dry robe.
Don't take your dog for a walk in your high heels with a dry robe on. It's for when you're swimming or surfing.
Here's another dry robe. And so I was like, yeah, but what if they've been swimming? Why are they now sitting behind a market stall?
They don't go swimming in heels. They don't go swimming in
I
Uggs.
can't believe you've not seen the Instagram page.
Buy a coat.
Just a coat? Yeah, a normal coat. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
If you haven't been in the sea, then
It's got a towel in it as well.
It is essentially a towel.
Really
it's a waterproof towel. That's what it is.
I'm really cold.
You don't see people going out on a Friday night with a towel on their head, do you? You know what I mean? Like, people wear them to go out on nights out and everything.
I don't understand it.
I hate it. I really hate
I'm
it.
surprised that we haven't seen one.
We need to move on.
Yeah,
I know,
totally.
but just those who wear dry robes in public and you haven't been swimming, don't do it.
Stop doing it now.
Invest in a lovely coat, and then you won't have to wear it. But they're like, oh, it's 200 quid. Oh, look at me and me fucking towel, which is a coat. Well, fuck off, man.
Right, I think we're all in agreement here. Wearing dry robes when you haven't been sea swimming goes straight into room 101.
It's in.
And the funny thing is, Ollie, who put us in room 101, his profile picture on Facebook is him in a dry robe. So fuck you, Ollie.
So Ollie's now in room 101 with WrongSince81 in his dry robe with all the preachy vegans.
Is that he wears all the dry robes in the world, and he has to deal with it.
Classic. Right, we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Pizzagate. Basically, we had was it on a Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a Sunday sessions.
So in Alfie and Finch's Sunday sessions, we have 3 original artists on back to back on a Sunday. And this one particular Sunday, Crust Social came across with 3 or 4 pizzas. And went, oh, do you want these? I said, well, I'll put them out for the customers. So Matty had come a little bit later, and the customers have been helping themselves.
Shall I take over this bit? Because
go on, you're saying the story.
Because the Instagram post doesn't do it just. So I was gigging ahead of steam, and I thought, you know what? And I knew that the Sunday
sessions
showcase thing, that one. I knew it was on, so I thought, you know what? I'll go along. I've just been paid for a gig. I'll treat myself to a Crust Social. So I had no idea, right, that there was free pizza on the go, okay? I was totally oblivious. When I walked in and you said, do you want a bit of pizza? I was like, oh, no, that's your pizza, John. I don't want to be taking your pizza. I didn't have a fucking clue, right? So I go over to Crust Social, get me lovely pizza, come back, and I'm sitting there with me garlic dip. Standing there because it's the only way you can see what's going on.
Shouldn't have been behind the bar, may I add.
Well, no one cares, do they? Not anymore. And this guy just gets up. He's so sat over there. He gets up, wanders over, takes a bit of pizza.
Takes a bit of your pizza.
Yeah, my pizza. Goes, sits back down, gives a bit to his wife, and then gives the rest to his dog. and while I'm there like this, I think you called it the Jude Bellingham. Like this.
Was like that.
I was like, what? Kaylee is in hysterics. She's had to leave the room, right? I've left the room, but come back for my pizza because I'm not an idiot. And then John's like, what's going on? And Kaylee's pissed herself, right? and she's like, and then she tells John. John then has to leave the room, and he's like, "Don't say anything, Matty. Don't say anything." I was like, "What am I gonna say?" Excuse me, that was
Excuse me, that was my pizza.
I was telling Crust Social what was going on, right? And I was laughing my head off, and he went, "I'm going to go and say something to him," and I went, "Don't say anything to him."
But yeah, so
because Matty, just before you go on, that guy had been coming in every week, right, with his missus and the dog. Right, every week up until that point, so I reckon he's sussed what's going on because he's not been back.
If you're there out there, pizza stealing guy, all is forgiven. You are welcome back.
Do you know what the most annoying thing about the whole pizza thing is? Apart from, because let's be honest, so there's a group chat.
There was a group chat that came up within about 30 seconds of it happening, and by the end of the night, there was about 500 messages. There was pictures of people. There was gifs. There was gifs of people people running away with pizza in black and white stripy tops and stuff like that. There was all kinds. Like
Lots of things have transpired from it. I went to a buskers night.
4 days later.
4 days later.
4 days later.
John said, everyone's doing 4 songs, but Matty, you can only do 3. Because it was a quarter, obviously.
Yeah, but even before that, when you walked into the bus,
so
you walked into the buskers night,
I'd
right? The
played it on the
pub was
Saturday.
empty, and it obviously, like, it went through the group chat, and then there was a bit about it on Facebook and stuff like that. He walked in the pub, and this fella went, "Hi, you're the pizza guy."
His exact words were, "I saw you set here on Saturday, but did you get your pizza stolen?" And then I do media for Blythe Spartans, big up Spartans, and their general manager said, "What's this I've seen on Facebook about you and a pizza?" I'm like, how? It's just getting out of hand. But you know what the worst thing is, and hopefully we can move on from it now.
Yeah.
I think after a day we'll draw a line
You
under
can stop calling
Yeah.
us 25%.
All right. Okay.
You can stop everything like that. He sang a song called The Pizza Blues.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I wrote a song about it and sang it at buskers night.
I
Pizza
bumped in-
blues.
You know the reason he's so pissed about it?
I bumped into Rachel at the low lights, and she said, "Oh, you're the one who got your pizza stolen." I was like, "Yeah, thanks, Rachel."
Yeah.
And it's just gone a bit out of hand. But the worst thing is, I haven't had a free pizza from Cross Social
Oh.
because they've had so much free marketing from this place. and all I want is just one free Ndouja pizza.
What about just your slice back though?
Yeah. Just your 25%.
But you know what the funny thing is? Came here on the Thursday, right? Ben Harwood is singing his songs. Kieran has ordered a pizza. The pizza comes in, gets delivered, as it does, and the place just went silent because it was put in front of us. And I looked around, and everyone's fucking laughing. I can't even be sat next to a pizza.
When the pizza had gone, I cut the pizza disc up. I
Still
cut
in
a
me
quarter
car.
of it off
Still
and
in me
put it back next to Matty's.
You're getting out of hand.
Kaylee put a sign on his drink saying "Matty's drink, do not touch."
And because they stole a quarter, the most incredible nickname that I've had is Pac-Man. But the best thing, just to draw a line under it, the best thing was Kaylee dressing up as a slice of pizza.
It's a slice of pizza for Halloween.
Holding up
Big,
a sign
massive slice of pizza.
because I'm pretty sure she had to do a lot of explaining.
Well, I was
And with
she
that
came-
explaining,
she came into work, right, dressed as a slice of pizza with a sign called "Justice for Matty," and I was like, "Kaylee, do you realise?"
No one's going to understand.
You know, she was going to the Halloween party at the Tanners afterwards. I went, "You do realise that you're going to have to explain this to everybody?" And she's like, "I don't care." And I was like, "You're weird."
She's gone as a private joke. That's
Yeah.
all I would have said. It's a
Yeah.
private joke.
I think she was expecting you to come in, to be fair, like, but obviously.
You're also are we at the end of everything we were going to talk about with Matty? I think we are, aren't we?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. You're also going to perform a song for us
I
here
am,
today,
yeah.
aren't you? So, what
Oh, one more thing.
oh,
Sorry,
Okay.
I just went- So,
I thought I dodged it.
no, it was like maybe it was like a week later or something. You guys had all been in here, and we all went up the low lights. And about 1:15 in the morning, I got a message on Messenger on Facebook. John, can I ask you a serious question? And I thought he was going to say, "Look,
You know what it is?
I thought he was going to say, "Oh, can we just knock the pizza stick on the No. He went on and on and then he went, "Can you get Guinness Zeros in the bar, please?" And I was like, "Oh shit!" 'Cause I was thinking,
oh my God, he's really offended.
Really upset. And all he wanted was his bloody Guinness Zeros, which I got, which are really expensive, and the prices have gone up. So,
Right.
But anyway, yes, Matty is going to play a song for us.
Yeah, okay. What are you going to play? Oh, actually, we'll just let you get up there and then you can tell everyone what you're going to play.
Aye.
Okay.
Hiya, my name's Matty from WrongSince81. This is Michael. Follow close behind for details from the past. Interzones are always built to last. are an ancient, modern and rebuilt, gazing on all. It fills us to the brim, dreaming of Tangier and the man who called my name. Stop saying hola, baby, he's gonna call you Michael anyway. There's confusion and perfume in it. That place I left my heart with no room in it. There's confusion and perfume in it. That place I left my heart with no room in it. Well, it's hard to hear, and it's hard to see what Tangier made of you and me. It's hard to see from way up on high what Tangier made of you and I. Dreaming of Tangier and the man who called my name. Stop saying hola, baby, he's gonna call you Michael anyway. There's confusion and perfume in it. That place I left my heart with no room in it. There's confusion and perfume in it. That place I left my heart with no room in it. Enjoy your years and believe in how you feel. Live your life and then you will be free. Smile always, Michael, it's alright. Take this with you, the sounds and the sights. Dreaming of Tangier and the man who called my name. Stop saying hola, baby, he's gonna call you Michael anyway. There's confusion and perfume in it. That place I left my heart with no room in it. There's confusion and perfume in it. That place I left my heart with no room in it. Oh, there's confusion and there's perfume in it. That place I left my heart with no room in it.
Okay, Matty, that was brilliant. Well done.
Yeah, nice
well
one,
done.
man.
Really
Well done,
enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that.
Smashed it,
So
I
you
think.
smashed it, yeah.
That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Right, it's time. It's the end of the show. We always ask our guests the last two same questions. First of which, your opportunity to tell us what you got coming up in the future.
I'm not going to talk about gigs. I'm just going to go for the comedy. We are doing our night at the theatre, the 30th of November. It is a Thursday, so I'm afraid buskers will be cancelled that Thursday, so everyone can come. Sorry about that. No, yeah, we've got Clinton Baptiste from Phoenix
Quality.
Nights. Yeah, right. We've got that's what he says. Jared Christmas hosting. We've got local actor Anya Atkinson, who's really good. Brett Domino Trio, who did Cats Does Countdown, and like we've just got a stellar lineup. It's mental. All on a Thursday night in Newcastle.
How do people get tickets, Matty?
Time Theatre website, or just search Fingers and Fringe on Facebook. And yeah, Fingers and Fringe. Yeah.
Mint,
yeah.
excellent. All right, so Matty,
So excited, you know.
we have ribbed you on previous podcasts for why you weren't at CoastFest this year.
Shall I give you my 3 words first?
Well, if you want to.
Gary Mark Howard.
Oh!
I didn't think you were going to go there.
No, I didn't. Yes,
Okay.
the one, the only, the famous Matty Rayson didn't come to CoastFest this year because he went to see Take That.
And then
So
demanded some
sorry.
free merch.
Yeah.
I didn't. I just said, because you won't know this, Rachel, but I live in black t-shirts, pair of jeans, and then I'm good to go. Got about 30 of them at home. Not jeans, because, you know, that's a lot of room. Anyway, and expensive, because I'm a bit of a snob. Only wear Levi's, big up Levi's, free jeans and all that. But yeah, so you're wearing merch. I'm a sucker for merch. You could put the CoastCast logo on a pile of dog shit, and I'd be like, I'm buying that. I will be. I don't care.
That's a
and
way
I
to
was-
fundraise for the festival. Just need a load of dog shit. I've got a dog. Madge.
It's free production.
Madge.
But yeah, so I'm a sucker for a logo. So I was like, yeah, well, I'll have a. But I said I'd buy it. Though, what are you on about?
Yeah.
I said I'd be like.
Didn't want to buy it.
But you know what? I got
Tell you what,
home.
Matthew, what I'm going to do is, right, just for you and because we love you
Is
here.
this an Oprah moment?
I could, yes. It's
Do you want me to look under my chair?
no. I am going to get Chris to print you a CoastFest T-shirt in black in your size, free of charge, just to make up for your pizza.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That is incredible.
Okay.
Ladies and gents,
Matthew.
thank you. We've had Matty Rayson on the show.
Thanks, mate.